Hello, everybody. Got a couple people already here. Awesome. That is awesome, guys. Wow. Well, we'll sit out here and hang out. Oh, hang on. Let me fix something. There we go. I'm hearing myself echo. Four people in the house is what it says. I don't always trust that little doohickey, but because I've had to say zero and I've seen 5 and 6 people chatting in the chat, so I don't always trust my live counter. I'm wearing a sweater or a pullover just because it's cold. It got cold. So Cam, Rolling Smoke Barbecue, what's going on? Tom, Food Factory in the house. Good to see you guys. Welcome. Yeah, we didn't. If you watched my last live feed, you kind of know what's going on. I haven't had much time to film anything here lately because I'm going through a career change. Not really a career change. I'm in the same field, but a job change. So all of my time has been spent concentrating on this new job. So which I start in Monday morning. I'm pretty excited about that. Don't know what to expect. It's really the other side of what I've been doing for the last 25 years. So government job. Imagine that. Quasi government job. So yeah, good times on that end. I think I put in my chat comment. I'm just trying to bring some sanity back in my world tonight. That's partially true, but it's all good. It's all good sanity. My main goal here is to keep from coughing my head off. I just got notification that I'm live. So okay, I think we all know that. I got a little chest congestion going on. I've been fighting that all day. I'm trying to knock it out before it really gets too deep. So my goal here tonight is just to make sure I don't. My goal here is to make sure I don't cough my head off throughout this whole chat. I'm taking my medicine. In here a little bit, I'm actually going to make a drink for you. I will show you something. Yeah, y'all know I bought this new little. Hey, Uncle Steve, good to see you, buddy. Glad to have you here with us. I bought this camera view switcher gadget, and I got off over here to my left, and I don't know how to operate it. I finally know what I'm doing wrong, and it's going to take me a little bit to remedy that. So I finally know that the problem is me. I know what to do. I'm gonna have to come up with something different because I'm not with my current equipment and camera works. I'm not willing to spend the money to make it work. So that kind of money anyway. So bear with me on that. However, I do got a couple camera angles. It's not a quick fix, but I got a couple different camera angles I will be sharing tonight. Let me show you. It takes me a second because it's not a real quick change. Let me come over here to camera angle number 2, which is over here. I got a camera right over here. It's just a different angle on me. I'm just experimenting and all with that right now. But I also got another camera angle. Again, it's not a quick change. Check this out. I'm gonna make you a drink, and I got a camera angle just for that. We're gonna make a Manhattan cocktail, at least a home version of the Manhattan cocktail, here in just a little bit. So, how cool is that? Let me go back to my main. Like I said, it's not as fast as doing a camera switch like I had ultimately planned to do, but it is a camera, some different angles I've put in place. Let's see here. Let's see who else here. I think I got everybody. Uncle Steve, Tom, Cam, good to see you. Wow. Okay. Let me see here. I don't know what's going on here. My place is a mess. Daddy Dutch is in the house. What's going on, buddy? Let me take care of some. I'm a little unorganized here, guys. Well, we're getting a full house here. Steven, good to see you. Good to see you. We're international now. We are officially international. Cheers to everybody. I'm trying to knock this little chest congestion out before it really gets started too bad. And I don't know how well that's going to go. I started a new job in 2 days, so I got to stay on this one. So, yeah. So, what's up with you guys? As y'all seen, I did not have a video this week. Did you guys cook anything? It got cold around here. Let me tell you. It's I'm going groundhog hunting. I'm gonna take that sucker out. He's a liar. Puxatawny Phil, whatever. Is it rodeo time yet? So you're talking Texas stuff now. So yeah, let me see here. Who have I missed? Anybody? Not a lot going on around here. I'm just getting things buckled down. This is the most intriguing job change I've ever done. You're making a big pot of chili tonight. Nice. I did that over last weekend. I've made a few pots of chili around. I had some leftover chili just last night of the same one I made last weekend. Good stuff. And it's just in time because, man, I tell you what, this weather, we actually had snow on the ground. A little, I say snow, with maybe a half inch of snow on the ground overnight. And for this time of year, I say that. We occasionally get some snow in February, but it's not a lot. We've had a pretty mild winter all around, to be quite honest with you. Let's see here. Switch over here to camera number 2. How y'all like that? Is that cool? I got to get used to it. It's a totally different angle. Don't look at my mess over here. No, I'm not sponsored by Jim Beam, but I should be. Should be 5 inches of snow. So you're up in Ohio. You got a rib competition video coming out. Nice. Tomorrow, hopefully. Good deal. Good deal. Good deal. I did a rack of ribs on my new grill the other night. You will eventually see it. I did film it, but I can't show it to you yet. And here's my other angle, guys. I showed this once. I don't know who else out here. We're gonna make a drink here in a little bit. My drink video, the drink cam is there. We're gonna go there. Now this is not my switch system. I just got 3 cameras set up on this thing, 3 webcams that I'm just switching back and forth. Not the route I want to take, but that's the route we're taking for now. Fish fry season with Uncle Steve. Gator shake. Love my gator shake. I need some more. I need to call Steve. As soon as everything comes down, Steve, I'm calling you. There's a couple that I want. Maybe 3 or 4. Maybe 3 or 4. So what's going on here? Yeah, with me, like I said, it's the job change. Still dealing with the wound care on my leg. That's been interesting this week. I actually had, and I probably shouldn't tell this story, but I will. I actually had a vein rupture. I was changing out my bandage for my wound care that I do twice a day, in the morning and once in the evening. And I was taking the bandage off, and I felt something like a scab or something pull, and there was a steady stream of blood coming out of my leg, spray painting the wall of my bathroom. Not fun. And after it happened the second time, I ended up in the ER for a little bit. Not a lot. I was not in danger of bleeding out, but it was enough to concern me. And I just got a vein in there, I guess. It was wild. Finally got it all stopped, and I think we're back on the right track. But that was interesting. That was definitely interesting. Do I drink beer? So I'm not the biggest beer drinker in the world. I'll have a beer if we're out. I don't know all of the new. There's so many beers on the market now that I can't keep up with all of it. So I don't really know all of these newer beers out there. Don't laugh, but I actually like a Blue Moon on tap. And that's generally if I'm out during the day, if I'm going to have a drink during the day, I'll generally drink a Blue Moon on tap. That's kind of my go-to when I'm out. Yes, I can barbecue. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Welcome aboard. But yeah, yeah, I like Blue Moon. That's kind of my go-to. A lot of people laugh at me and say it's a sissy drink, but you know what? I don't care. Simon, that's your name. I can never remember your name. Sorry, Simon. Yeah, but that's where we're at. So not much on our end. I just kind of want to jump in here since I didn't have a video and just kind of say hey to everybody, show my face. I'm still alive. You're just thinking of Blue Moon. Okay. So yeah, so beer. Let's see what else. Don't. That's really I can't really think of any beer. Dos Equis. I do like the Dos Equis. I've got a couple of those in my garage, in the garage fridge. I try to keep a few on hand, just in case. I do enjoy like when I cut grass. I do enjoy a nice cold beer on a hot day after I finish cutting grass. I do enjoy that, and I'm not super picky about I just want cold. Usually make a blue and tan with the Blue Moon and Guinnesses. Okay, I've had Guinness a few times. That's a little harder. They got one. What is it called? It's a little Kentucky Bourbon Barrel. I don't know the process. Kentucky Bourbon Barrel beer is really good. It's a little bit harder. I don't know the stouts and all of that. I don't understand all of that myself because I don't drink a lot of beer. But yeah, Kentucky Bourbon Barrel. Last time I bought it, you could probably get a little 4-pack for like $10. It's probably like 12 or $13 now, and that's just within the last couple of years. Yeah, everything's gone up. But yeah, Kentucky Bourbon Barrel, Blue Moon, Dos Equis. I like Dos Equis. What's that other Mexican beer? I don't remember what it's called. There's another one. I'll think of it. There I go. Okay. Larry, what's going on, buddy? Larry Baranzano. Yeah, it's good to have you here, buddy. We're just hanging out and chit-chatting. Not Modelo. I do like Modelo sometimes. Starts with a P. I think it starts with a P. What is that? That's going to bug me now. Yes, Larry, got a new job. Start Monday morning. It's been with the same company for 25 years, and not Corona. I do like Corona. I don't have to say I like Corona. I didn't even think about that one. Is Pacifico? Does that sound right? Hang on. We're going to check this now. Then got my... I think it's called Pacifico. Yes. Pacifico. That's it. I do like that. Yep, that's the one. That's the one I was thinking about. I do enjoy some Pacifico. Let's see here. Y'all mind if I make a drink? Y'all mind? If you don't mind, I'm going to switch over here to camera number 3. And we're going to do a home version, which is... I don't want y'all to see the print there. Come in here. Of the Manhattan cocktail. Since I can do this now. We come in here with some, this is some rye bourbon. I don't know why they call it rye bourbon instead of rye whiskey. I guess because it's made in, this is Jepetha Creed. It's a really good rye whiskey. They call it rye bourbon. I don't know the why is this rye bourbon instead of, I don't know. It's either bourbon or it's not bourbon. But I'm gonna come in here. This would be made a whole lot different if it's in the restaurant. But when I make it here at the house, this is a little cheaper way to do it. I'm gonna come in with just 2 ounces of rye whiskey. Actually, I'm not gonna do that just yet because I haven't made this in a while. Bear with me here. This is some Angostura bitters. I've not made a drink from this angle before, so yeah. Come in with 2 or 3 dashes. Angostura bitters. Now 2 ounces of rye whiskey. This here is some... Good Lord, Kenny. Good night. This is some sweet vermouth. I don't carry large quantities of this. This is Martini and Rossi, not real expensive at all. I'm going to do 1 ounce of that. Sweet vermouth is it's basically a fortified wine. Straight on in there. Normally, this would be made in a separate mixing glass, and we would pour ice into that mixing glass and give it a good stir and pour it into a tall martini glass. Well, I'm at home and I don't do that. I just give this a good stir like this. Make sure it gets good and diluted. And this is just some dark cherries. Get in here. Thought these had stems, but I don't guess they do. And 1 cherry. It's that simple. Trying to get a shot where you can get the cherry in there. That is a home version of the Manhattan cocktail. One of my favorites, by the way. Get over here and get back up here. Cheers to you guys. I didn't show you my other. Those who were here earlier have seen my other version, my other angle. Oop, not that one. I can tell you I'm a rookie at this. That's my other angle. That is a good drink. You would not get that in a restaurant, or that version in a restaurant. You get a nice, pretty drink. That's how I make them here at the house. So, yeah. So we won Hold on the Ice. And imagine he isn't drinking yet. Should try Guinness. Guinness is evaporated milk. Hennessy. Okay. Yeah. So, Michelle is in the house. Hi, Michelle. Can always count on you to join me. Did you see my drink? Were you here for my drink? I just made a Manhattan cocktail. Were you here for that? Man. Means I might have to make another one if you hadn't. I still got my first one. I did want to show you that, but this is, you see it's a little darker there. Nice. That is a sipper. It's a very strong drink, so be careful with that, guys. If you decide to make one. Is that Mr. Rose or Mr. Rose from the UK? We are international. We got Trinidad and we got the UK in there. You're gonna have to twist my arm. You're gonna have to wait a little bit. You're gonna have to hang her. I will make another one here in just a bit. But I'm not. Yeah, y'all gonna mess around and have me drunk on here. You're gonna twist my arm. Oh my God, that should not be that hard. So, I'm gonna scroll up here, see what I missed. Yes, Larry, new job. I start on Monday. I took a job here locally. Is the Metropolitan Sewer District here in Louisville, Kentucky. I've been designing sewer plans for the last 20 plus years. They're designing sewer systems, and for all them years, I would submit plans to the Metropolitan Sewer District, and they would review them and eventually approve them, and then we'd go we'll send it to the state for approvals, and yada, yada, yada. We'd go build some sewers. I'm now switching teams. I'm going to be the one reviewing the plans for other engineering firms, and hopefully making the world a little bit better place, or less stinky anyway. How about that? Rose, although Rose does sound very fancy. Or Rosé does sound very okay. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. It's I'm it was a big move for me. It was a very emotional move for me because as I said to the group of guys that took me out, I've been off for a week because I've been kind of in transition, trying to breathe a little bit in between jobs. But last Friday, my old co-workers took me out to lunch, and as a good farewell, which is very nice of them. And I basically said, half joking, I said, guys, there's 40 people in this company, and I love 39 of you, and so this is a hard move. Fortunately, I know a lot of the people I'm going to be working with over at this new place. So I've been working with them for many years. So I'm excited. It'll be a new chapter, something new that I haven't done, or at least on this level. So, yeah. So there's that. 1984. John, good to see you. 1984 Barbecue is in the house. He's semi-local, right on the other side of the river from me. It was funny though. When I said 40 people here and 39, I love 39 of you. They were all looking at each other. Which one's the one that he doesn't love? I think they all know. So John used to put up a lot of cooking videos. He don't do that anymore. I think he's doing something else now. John, are you still doing videos, right? You're just not cooking videos. Did I not see that? Or am I mistaken? So yeah, John, as a matter of fact, a few years ago when I used to do a Sunday night live every Sunday. And when that became difficult, we started going back and forth. He would take one and a Sunday and I would take the next week. It just kind of made it easier on me. And it gave him a chance to get on there and go live on Sunday nights at the same time slot. So yeah, but he's an old barbecue guy on here who doesn't barbecue anymore on here. That's right. You were doing a podcast on wrestling. Yeah. That's right. I knew I seen you after still doing videos. So very cool. I probably should have finished the Beeman 7 before I made that. That's all right. We'll take care of that. So, yeah. But, yes, good to see you. Got Larry on here. Mr. Rose. That should be a rosé. Kind of like it being nice. I'm kidding. Let's see. It's the best part. The best part of your Saturday night, Michelle, is twisting my arm. Nice. I do love you guys showing up. When things get settled, I'm going to do even more, I think. I got to get back into my food reviews, but with it being so hectic, I haven't even done that. Like I said, I had told y'all about a super top secret project that I got. Double fisted. Not right, I know. I told you about a super secret project I got, and I've been filming on that. I just can't show anything yet. It's coming soon, though. I have not been given the go to show that footage, so it'll be fun, though. I got some footage already lined up. Haven't done any editing on any of it yet, but we're going to use it as future videos, and I'm basically doing a review, but I can't show any of the other footage. And I'm using some of the footage in these other cooks to go in my review. So that's what we're doing here. We're just getting everything going. So coming soon to a Ken Rogers Mostly Outdoor channel near you. This YouTube channel, this YouTube's going to get spicy. Yeah, boy. Hopefully not that bad. We've been on here. I cannot believe we've been on here almost a half hour. You notice it got cold. I was just wearing a t-shirt. I told the wife, I said, I'm usually the one coming around here saying, man, it's hot. You need to turn the heat down. But I got cold tonight. This weather around here changed. Tom said he got several inches. We just got like a half inch of snow or so. John, did y'all get any snow? You're right across the river. You generally get a little bit more than what we get. Dryer's done. I don't know if you hear that. They kind of come in and sideswiped us and moved on, but it did get cold. Get Mr. Buddy? Yeah. Might have to. I'm still waiting for the supply cord to come in. I won't even need it by the time it gets here. We'll have it for next year. I've used it. I've used it a few times in the garage. It has come in handy. It really has. I love that thing. 1 inch, about an inch and a half, really. Okay, and that's just right across the river too. So yeah, you got definitely got more than what we got. So we got basically a dusting. All right, Larry. I understand, buddy. You take care of yourself and get feeling better. I'm taking medicine myself too. I'm trying to punch this in the gut before it gets out of hand. I even changed the doctor's appointment because I'm not screwing up this job. He might even be watching because I know he watches the channel. So my wound care doctor. So Zach, if you're listening, love you, buddy, but I'm not screwing up his job. 8 inches overnight, Michelle. Wow. It's all gone down. We still got a little snow on the ground, but a lot of it did melt. Got a lot of melting today. So up in Pennsylvania, yeah, about 8 inches. No question, you got more than we did. But it's about it's been getting up in the 60s all week long. And all of a sudden today it's 30 degrees. I don't know what it currently is at the moment. Probably a little bit less than that now. Let me look. Oh, 25 degrees right now. Mid-February. So yeah, that's at night. That ain't unreasonable, I don't guess. I don't think it got over 35 today outside. Sun was shining, so that was good. Does wound care doc prescribe for grandpa's milk? Um, he hasn't discouraged it. How about that? Excuse me. In Pennsylvania, the last two storms called for 4 to 6, received 10, 8 to 10. Wow. It's going to be 60s by midweek. Yeah. I think I've seen that too. Yeah. So this is Kentucky. You know, we're crazy. Kentuckiana it gets crazy. Up and down. You're going to get it all in the same week. I remember it's been many years ago. It's like in summertime. I don't remember what month. I was walking around and my brother lived in Lexington, Kentucky, and I think I was a teenager, but back then. And I remember walking around in the summertime and it was snowing, great big flakes. And I was wearing just a light jacket. The sun was shining and it was snowing. Crazy. That's Kentucky weather. So yeah, but that has happened. So it's been a long time since I've seen that. Michelle, just so you can see what's coming, I I, I have camera angles now. There's my drink. That's my drink angle right over here. I've got a second view from there, just above that camera. I have this camera. I'm not using my switch that I bought because I'm I don't understand technology the way I should. So, but I do have the ability to switch cameras back over here. I do have that now, but it's just not a fast switch. Steven. Don't want to be mean. Let me kick this. This is cruelty. Whenever I want to see Steven where it's at today, it's only 80. Dude. Dude. Man. Stevens is in Trinidad, folks. Just I know most people know that, but he's international. So we got We got the UK here. We got Trinidad here. Any other countries? Any Canadians here? So I think most everyone's here in the States. I'm going to get rid of this so I can really enjoy that Manhattan. All right. Not for, oh, you know, yeah. He's down on an island kicking back with a little pineapple drink somewhere. You should Cooking with Steven and Jacqueline. Y'all need to subscribe to his channel because they do some nice little Caribbean style meals. I tell you what. Yeah, sorry. They do some good dishes down there. I really enjoy watching Steven's channel. I think it's mostly Jacqueline cooking though. She's in charge. He does all the talking, but we know who's in charge. Crown Royal apple. I've had that. That's actually is pretty good. I don't think I got any, but I have had it. Let's see. Yeah, this one I've just this is that I made this in the we'll turn it around so you can see it. If I can get it out of the light. Jephthah Creed, that's made here in it's Shelbyville, Kentucky. Not too far from here in Louisville. Good stuff. I really like the rye whiskey they have. They make a bourbon. They make a couple other versions, some barrel or cask strength. A couple other ones that are really good, but I really like that rye. Of course, my traditional Jim Beam. That's just kind of it stays around here. I've been drinking Jim Beam since I was 21. I started to say something else, but 21 is legal. Since I was 21, I've been drinking Jim Beam. Like the new camera angles. Yeah, this is the. I'm gonna get this switch working. Like I said, I know now what I'm doing wrong, and what I'm doing wrong is thinking I understand technology. I didn't know that you could. You're basically teaching an old dog new tricks, and here I didn't know you couldn't go from an HDMI to a USB-A cable without using a contraption that goes in between. I thought you all kind of went together with different fittings. I was wrong. Did I just say that? Really? Did I just say also? Anyway, have I toured and filmed a distillery? I have toured. I have toured the Jim Beam distillery. I have not filmed it. I don't know that they would let me film it. You know, it might be worth asking that question since I reach out to so many. I'm kidding, but maybe that's an ideal I could do if they would let me film. I don't know. We'll look into that. Maybe Ken Rogers, Mostly Outdoors touring distilleries, and it's like there's no shortage of them around here. We got several here in downtown. They got a lot of new distilleries downtown Louisville. You got, of course, in Bardstown, Kentucky. You got Jim Beam. Several. There's so many around here. It's unreal. I know there's some in Frankfort. I think Knob Creek. I think they're in Frankfort, Kentucky, up near our capital. So yeah, it's an ideal. Maybe we'll see. Maybe they'll let me do it. So something to think about. Future videos, job security. Yes, it's definitely all a learning curve. the way I'm doing this one, I just got 3 camera angles. They're just small webcams, just like the one I'm looking at here. My main camera, and I got them a few set up on different tripods, and I'm just switching cameras in my settings here. So I'm using StreamYard for this live feed. That's something else I'm going to upgrade in the future to is my StreamYard account, so I can go live. I want to go live like here on YouTube and also on Facebook and say Instagram all at the same time. So that's a something future that's coming up, and hopefully give me a bigger audience. We'll see. So go from there. But yeah, I just got the 3 different camera angles. I got a 4th camera, but I don't like the way it's mounted, and it's very flimsy and very cheap. So I'm scared it's going to fall over. I got a ring light here too, and the camera's set in the middle of it, and it's just very flimsy, and I'm scared it's going to fall. Pardon me while I get a cough drop. And a drink. Definitely never hurts to ask. Maybe with it being a YouTube channel, maybe they'll let me. I would probably never film the entire thing, just enough to some high points to get people to go on their own. So I've done the Jim Beam Distillery tour, and it was really good. I really enjoyed that. And they give you some little samples at the end too. It's always good. So yeah, that's actually a great idea. Jim Beam is not 30 minutes from here in Bardstown, Kentucky. So not bad. Frankfurt's, I think, about an hour drive. Shelbyville. Actually, there's one. I'm drawing a blank. I'm looking over here at my liquor chest over here just to see if I can see the bottle. I forget the name of Bullet. Bullet Bourbon is in Shelbyville, Kentucky, and I actually did a little work on that through the engineering firm that I used to work for. They're right there on what's the lake? They're using the water from the lake for the cooling systems. Oh. Free samples are always welcome in you. So, absolutely. Oh, Gist Creek in the Shelbyville, as they actually they're pumping for their water cooling systems coming out of Gist Creek, which I've fished several times now. You're going to have to be patient, Michelle. I'm going to make one before I get off here. This is a very strong drink, and I don't want y'all to hear me slurring my words. So, okay. Bear with me, folks. So, what y'all got for me, guys? I gave you my updates. It'll probably be, I don't know if I'm going to have a video next week or not. I'm going to have 2 days of orientation at my new position. And then they'll put me, I don't know, I'm sure there's some in-house training I'll have to do. Learning their system. Oh, okay. You weren't here. I start Monday, Michelle. Monday morning, I start. I was bright and early Monday morning, and I got 2 days of orientation. We'll start in after that. I'm sure there's some training for their computer system and all how they do everything, and how they want me to do things. They know what I can do. They don't know what I can't do yet, but it's I'll have to learn their system and learn their way of doing things. I can review plans. I can certainly do that, but can I enter everything into their system? That's going to be a learning curve for me. They're they're paying me enough money to do it. I better learn it. So very good. We have. Oh, you got off for. They take being a government job. I'm surprised they're not off. To be honest, kind of a quasi government job. It's if you ask anybody, they say it's a government job, but technically it is. It's kind of local government. I should put it that way. In the Louisville, Jefferson County area. So technically, yes, it's a government job. I've never worked for the government before. Oh, I guess I have fire department. I worked on the fire department for 20 years. Not quite the same, but yeah. Being a volunteer firefighter is different, but it is government, technically. Except you don't get sea ache. John, you're close enough. You know the bad rep that MSD employees get. So, my former boss at the place I just left was walking around calling me Darth Vader because I moved to the dark side. So, CIA, no, not quite. So yeah. So yeah, that was but yeah, I'm kind of surprised that they're open on Monday. So interesting. They get a lot of days off, a lot of holidays. I won't be union, but MSD does have a union. All their field workers are all union, so that will benefit me in the end, I guess, too. So I'm not going to get into the whole union, non-union, what I prefer. I'll just say their field staff is all union, so I will not be a union employee. Been in the office, so yeah. Do I have plans for cook? Yeah, I will be cooking. I do not have a schedule at this point, so I'll be probably like I do a lot of times. I'll just wing it week to week. I wish I could sit down and come up with a good schedule, and I will try to do that once everything settles down. The last month, man, I've had to get drug tested. I've had physical. I've had to what all? Like I said, going to work for this company has been. I've never had to go through anything like this before. Got a physical, a drug screening. What all did I do? It's tons of paperwork, and it's all online. A good thing is it's all pretty much done now. I just got to organize it and take it in with me on Monday. But yeah, it's been quite interesting, and all for a good cause. So there's some cooks I want to do. I want to get back. I didn't cook very much this year on my my char-griller, the Grand Champ. I haven't used it this very much last year because just the way everything's been, I haven't had a lot of chance to do any long cooks. I've only done a handful throughout this past year, or 2023. I did not do a lot of low and slows just because of the timing. And everything got crazy. The wife and I were talking. I said, even though it's a little hectic right now, but it's all a good hectic because for the first time, everything I could cry on your shoulder about last year. I'm not going to because everything's starting out so good this year, and I'm going. Hope it keeps going in the right direction because this is the last year or two has been a cry on your shoulder type couple of years. Actually, longer than that, but it seems like the last couple of years have been the worst, and all of a sudden we're off to a good start this year. So I'm like, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. So yeah, no complaints so far in 2024. The hectic time that I'm going through right now is all good. It's all leading in a good direction. So we're going to get that back to normal, or some cooking stuff back to normal, I do believe, once everything settles down. But if I'm not posting a video, I would try to go live and just say hi to you anyway. I appreciate all the loyal subscribers that I do have who show up every time, every week. I love it. And that's why I feel obligated to come in and at least check in when I don't have a video. At least want to check in with you, let you know I'm still here. So it's nice to have that audience. I feel like even though this channel has been slow growth, we've had growth throughout, and that's always I love that. So okay. One of their places across the street. Morse Foreman? Or you're down in Rubbertown, right? Yeah, you're in Rubbertown, so that'd have to be the Morse Foreman. So Morse Foreman's over in that area. I think they've really cleaned that place up quite a bit. They used to really stink. I think they went to a different process, and I think it's a lot better. All right, Michelle, I'm almost there. I drank that way too fast. I'm going to enjoy that cherry, though. Them dark cherries they come out with. Who does that? Tipsy. They got some good cherries. So, all right. Show you what we're going to do. I'm going to pour that ice into this. I'll use it later. All right. I'm going to switch cameras. Michelle, you still there? We're going to make a Manhattan. All right. So, yeah, okay. Now I know where you work. I'm making the Manhattan cocktail. I'm doing a home version. If you order this in a restaurant, it's going to look a lot different. It'll be the same recipe, are basically the same. The cherries do not, well, not when I first put them in. By the time I eat it, they have alcohol in it. But when I first put them in, they do not have alcohol. The one I just ate had alcohol in it. Had a Manhattan cocktail in it. Let me switch over here. This is what I don't like because it's all right. Go back to our angle. Move everything around. We are ready. It's in a Four Roses glass. Ignore that. Come over here, get our drink. I'm going to come in here with the Jephthah. How's that? Jephthah Creed. This is the rye whiskey. And we're going to do 2 ounces. This is why I made you wait and I didn't down that. It's a very strong drink. This is a Martini and Rossi. This is a sweet vermouth. It's basically a very sweet fortified wine. I recommend, especially if you don't make a lot of drinks, this is a smaller bottle. Once you open it, I recommend refrigerating it because it will go bad on you. It's like wine if you leave it out. So we're just going to do 1 ounce of that. All right, a little over at 1 ounce. You know what I forgot? I did it on the first drink too. It's all right. We're going to put it in now. This is, I should have done this in the very beginning. Angostura bitters. Do about 2 or 3 dashes of that. I'll put it in now. It's all good. Just a few drops of that. And we're going to add some ice. In a restaurant, this would be done in a big, tall mixing glass. You would you'd basically mix everything and stir it and ice. And then pour it into a chilled big martini glass. You never want to shake this drink because the vermouth in it, it'll get all frothy and thick. It'll make for an ugly drink. So always, anything that's got the sweet vermouth in it, you want to stir it. Never shake it. And we'll come in here with a cherry. Now in a martini glass, they would just drop that cherry down there into the center of it. This for the you could actually see through it and see the cherry there in the drink. But for here, we just present it just like that. That is a home version of the Manhattan cocktail, and you can order it in a restaurant if you tell. Sometimes I will even ask you, do you want it up? Do you want it up or on the rocks? And you have that choice a lot of times. Chances are you will have to tell them if you want it on the rocks, which sometimes I do. If you want it on the rocks, you have to tell them you want it on the rocks, and then it'll come in a glass just like this. Otherwise, it'll come up, which is in a martini glass, in a chilled glass, but it's not going to have any ice in it. And these are, in my opinion, not that good once they warm up. So, but it's a great drink, Manhattan cocktail, and it's a sipper. Trust me, you don't want. When I make these, I never make more than 2 for obvious reasons. Because that's basically you got 3 ounces of alcohol there that's just been chilled, diluted with a little ice. So, yeah. So, ice wine is the best. Okay. Let's see here. So to answer your question, Michelle, that angle, there we go. That cherry there now has alcohol in it. The Manhattan cocktail. It is it's one of my favorites, probably right behind the old-fashioned cocktail. As I get better at this is all experimental with these camera angles. As I get better at that, I will do some different stuff. I'm hoping to film. I don't know. We'll figure it all out once we get things going. And once I get my corner over here, that's a total disaster. Once I get all that cleared out and get me an actual, I call it a bar area, and it's going to be a bar area. It's going to be a bar video area more than anything. It might be a bar area for holidays and stuff like that when there's actually people here. But for the most part, it's going to be an area where I'll film cocktails. So hopefully once it's all done. My wife just retired. I've discussed that in the past here. So her office upstairs is moving downstairs here, literally right over here. You see that this box behind me? That's actually a light up box for photography. You see some of my pictures, thumbnails, and stuff. They're shot right inside there. That's all going to move. She has a desk over here. It looks just like mine and totally a mirrored version of my desk here. And just to my right. And that's going to be her new office for whatever she wants to do with it. And we're going to have another bedroom upstairs. So my grandson will probably switch bedrooms and we'll have an actual guest room once again that we used to have. So we'll see. Let's see here. Let me get caught up. Yes, it is a good cocktail. It really is. One of my favorites. Your uncle would make the best cherries marinated in alcohol. Yeah, there's a buddy of mine. I tell you what, my best friend Jerry. I don't remember what all he used. He made some. He gave it as a Christmas gift to me one year. It's a whole jar full of marinated cherries. I used them for the longest time. It was I don't think I got rid of all of them before they started going bad. But they were really good, and I just eat them. I was just eating them, but I put them in drinks too. It's really good. So I don't remember what I would put in it, but it was really good. Let's see here. What's your long-term goal for the channel? Oh man, that's a loaded question. I don't really know. I love doing what I'm doing. I would love to do more. Last year, I tell you what, I made it a go last year, and I've already slacked off on it this year. With my job and everything, it makes it hard. But last year, I made a commitment to do at least 2 videos every week. And I was going for 3. But I tell you what, I did the Tuesdays, I posted, of course, my Saturday video that I do every week, other than this week. It's that's a good little hobby for me. I enjoy doing that, and the occasion I've been doing more lives this year. I've been doing that this year, but last year I made a commitment to do some food review videos, and I was doing that on Saturdays, or I'm sorry, on Tuesdays, and I was trying to put out a drink video on Thursdays. So that's 3 videos a week, and let me tell you, it become work on top of a full-time job and being raising a grandchild. That really become work, and it got loaded. It really did. So I kind of backed off on the cocktail thing just to make my life a little bit more sane. And just doing the food review videos were pretty easy because most of them was fast food. I'm not going to do as much of that just because I gained too much weight doing it. Now I'm paying the price for all of that, but they were very simple videos to edit. Because literally, I took my dash cam when I was doing the fast food. I got a dash cam in my truck, and I was driving through the drive-throughs, ordering, and I was literally taking my taking my dash cam and turning it around on me, and I would shoot my video. Then I would download it onto my phone, do all my editing on my phone. And it's a pretty easy video to do. So I kept doing that throughout the year. With this new job, I don't know that I'm going to get to do that as much. I might do some more frozen food reviews that I could do here out of the house. So I just don't know how that's going to play. I enjoyed the food reviews. I got a lot of I got way more views than I thought I would get out of them, to be quite honest. So I hate to drop that. I really hate to drop that, but we're gonna see how that plays out. Where I was working, there was a lot of fast food joints around. That was very easy. This company that I'm going to is in downtown Louisville, and I don't know how. I'm not aware of a lot of restaurants in that vicinity, so I'm not sure how that's going to play out, especially for a lunch hour type thing. Let's see here. So yeah, that's going to be interesting going into 2024. The good news is I got a huge pay raise on taking this job, so it's well worth any sacrifice I got to make. Yeah, let me get caught up here. Can I get Everclear in my state? Yes. I bought a bottle of it probably 10 years ago. And I think I ended up giving it away. Just because I was using it a very little bit here and there for other things, but I'm not going to drink Everclear. I think I bought it as a gag, trying to get my buddies to take a shot of it, and it was violent. But yeah, yes, I can get it here. I sure can. How am I filming those? I actually have another camera. I have 3 cameras set up here. I'll go through them real quick. We got it's nothing fancy. I just got 3 cameras hooked up, and I physically got to go into my settings and change the views. I'm camera 1, which is set up here on my laptop. Go to camera number 2, which is right over here, away from me, and literally just below that, I have camera number 3, which takes me to a lower view, and it's literally like 6 inches under, maybe 8 inches under the one over top its head, and it gets me a good view over here to make a drink. Kind of what I was going after was that view there, so I could make a drink in a live feed. So, and that's how I'm doing it right now. Now back to our main view. I have a better system coming once I learn how to use it. I have another system I can do if I ever figure it out. I'll be doing 4 cameras, and I can just change them at the push of a button. But that's kind of over my head at the moment. But we'll figure it out eventually. I'm going to show this one, mainly so I can see it better. With all the editing, cuts, things, yeah, it is. It becomes work if you're not real careful. And trying to put out 2 and 3 a week, yeah, that become work. It really did. The thing with drink videos, and once I get a good setup on how I can film them, because there's so many different angles and stuff you need when shooting drinks. This is a pretty simple process I did here. Excuse me, guys. I could probably do, when I'm shooting drinks, I could do 2, maybe 3 videos tops in one setting. And you got to be careful doing that. The way I did it before, when I did a lot of my original channel, Ken's Home Cocktails, which no longer exists, I shot 3 videos in one setting. I'd plan out, and I would shoot 3, for example, 3 bourbon videos on the same video or on the same shooting. I would come back another night. Excuse me. I would shoot like 3 vodka videos. Then I'd come back and shoot 3 gin videos. And the reason you don't mix them up is because, well, sometimes by the time that 3rd drink sets in, you're getting a little tipsy, and you don't want to mix your liquor. So after 3 nights of filming, you've got 6 to 9 videos, depending on how many videos you shot in one night. So then you just got to go back and edit each one of those. Then you got like several weeks worth of videos lined up. You just got to edit them, put them out there. That in itself is some work, but that's the way I did it. I would not shoot 3 bourbon videos and then show you 3 weeks worth of bourbon videos. I would shoot like 3 or 4 nights, and I'd do like bourbon, vodka, gin, whatever. And then I would kind of mix them up. I'd show you one of the bourbon videos, then I'd show you a gin video, then I would show you all of those were shot all in a short period of time, but the editing took place over a longer period of time. Does that make sense? That's easy to do with the drinks if you plan it out. Let's see here. Guys, excuse me. I told you I'm fighting this chest thing. There are a lot of nice restaurants downtown. Poor Rich, are you in Louisville? Do I know who you are? Should I know who you are? There is in parts of downtown, but I'm not necessarily sure where I'm going to be as far as I'm not sure how many good restaurants. They're close, not too far, but yeah, maybe. Excuse me, guys. Oh, you work with Joe, my brother. Okay, cool. Very nice. Yeah, good deal. You're over in the Chevy dealership. Yeah. Welcome back to the dark side. Oh, okay. Yeah, Daddy Dutch just realized 1984 barbecue was in the house. Yeah. Very cool. But yeah, yeah, downtown. I worked downtown years ago, but I was on Main Street, and there was a lot of restaurants in that area, and no shortage of food down on Main Street. I'm going to be at 7th and Liberty, and I'm not sure what's there. I'm really not sure what food wise is there. We'll see. We'll find out. We will find out what's going on. Cannot believe we are already an hour in this. Give me one in. Oh, cool. Yeah, Joe. That design on that logo. He took what I already had and made it better. So that was kind of tag team on. Let me find that. Guess we kind of tag teamed that. I had, it wasn't really a logo, I guess. I just had some text on my screen. He used my font, and Joe actually kind of come up with that design. That's on the back of my truck, and several people have that decal. And he put it on one of his RC cars. Got it on several RC. Yeah, thank you. That was kind of a mixture of what I started, and Joe took it and made it better. So yeah, very cool. And I can't come up with anything better, so I'm keeping it for now. Excuse me. On my my main page on my YouTube channel, I basically had that text in the same font. And he took it and kind of cleaned it up, made it better, put a YouTube logo on there, and made it cool looking. So yeah, I do appreciate it. Yeah, of course his hobby is racing RC cars, so he's got that logo amongst others all over his RC cars. We have a cousin that runs a body shop that does custom car create, for lack of a better word, custom car creations. Get the name of it right offhand, but does brilliant work on the vehicles, body work, and auto detail and stuff like that. So he's got his logo on his car too. You will buy 4. John, just go into my page. And under where it says message or whatever, or under about me, I have an email address in there. Just send me an email with your address. I'll take care of you, buddy. You don't need to buy them. I'll give them to you. I'm going to have to order some more soon. But yeah, you go find my, go to my main YouTube page. I have where it says about me or whatever. There's an email address in there. Send me your mailing address and I'll just take care of you. How about that? You got it on your desk? Thank you. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. That will be my last Manhattan. I'll either have to quit or go back to just a cheap old Beeman 7 after that. Because those are very strong. I blame Michelle. I wasn't going to have a second one. Michelle just had to see me do another Manhattan. So cool. But yeah, I really, let's see here. Yeah, I was just so impressed with what Joe did. I just said I didn't change a thing. Kept it just like it. And as a matter of fact, I got it, I started to say painted. I had I sent off to auto detail or auto Sonorama is what they're called. They make signs and whatnot. And I had the whole back window of my Ford F-150 looks just like that. I say that this part here, I had them modify it, brought it down where it says Ken Rogers Mostly Outdoors as seen on YouTube. I had them do that because Ken Rogers Mostly Outdoors, some people might not know what that symbol is. So I wanted to write it out as seen on YouTube. And I've gotten some subscribers that way. They'll go down they'll pull up next to me. I see them. This is what I see a lot. They'll be sitting in the passenger seat next to me. Sometimes the driver's seat. They'll be going, it's him. It's been fun. Most recently, I had a guy pull up next to me and just held his phone out the window going, where's my camera? I'm like, thank you. That was cool. So you get a lot of those when you have it, you have your name spray painted on the back of your truck. So, but it's been cool. Yeah, it's been a great adventure. I tell you what, every once in a while, someone will send me a picture on Facebook of my truck. And say, I see you, because clearly I cannot hide anymore. Everyone knows it's me now. So that's always cool. Ron on the grill. What's going on, Ron? Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, other than that, well, I have to say I do get recognized once in a while, locally, because I don't get out of Louisville very often anymore. But it doesn't happen very often, but it does happen. So we're at the level where it's just every once in a while type thing. I don't know if you've seen all the memes going around, usually on Instagram. They're on not so much on YouTube, but on it's called the Chad Life. It's a couple. He's always promoting himself. It's basically him and his wife fighting all the time. Him talking about how awesome he is, which is cool. I love that. I love the attitude. And her generally getting him back. It's called a pro marriage tip or something like that. I forget what it's called now. I think it's just like expert marriage tip. Expert marriage tips. They're here local, here in Louisville. If they are, I seen them in. He actually went to the same high. I don't know him. I don't know. I think I might know one of his cousins or brothers or something from back when I went to high school. But he's a little bit younger than me. So her too. But they're right here. Don't live very far from me. I seen them in the store. I see them in the store from time to time, and you can hear people reacting to them from 2 or 3 aisles away. And it's unbelievable how they're internet famous. I mean, it's unreal. Expert wife tip, expert marriage tip, expert this, expert that. And the people just yelling at them, and they're just like barrage with people all the time here locally because they become that internet famous. I don't know that I want to get that big. I even said something to them. Well, I don't want to keep mine low key. They've passed them in the aisle. I just said, I love your all's content. You guys are hilarious. And they thanked me and went on. I don't want to bother them any more than that. But yeah, that was very cool. But they're here local, right here in the Louisville area, close to where I'm at. So yeah, there's that. But keep an eye. If you haven't seen them, keep an eye out because it's called the Chad Life. His name is Chad, and he's always kind of picking at his wife, and she picks back. Believe me, she picks back. I don't know what their real married life is about, but if it's anything like what we see on the internet, it's one heck of a ride. So but keep an eye out for them. They're out there and they're pretty internet famous. And I seen it firsthand in the store. Everyone that see them recognizes them. Let's see here. Yeah, I was as far as me being recognized, it's just the first time I was recognized is kind of funny. Those that know me know that I'm only raising one grandchild now. I was raising two. But my granddaughter, she was in middle school. And I went to pick her. She had a field trip or something that lasted till after school. I don't remember where they went or what it was. But I was standing outside the school waiting for the buses to come up. The buses come up. And this little kid come walking up to me. He says, you're Taylor's grandpa. And I said, I am. He goes, I love watching your videos. And I'm going, thank you. Thank God I keep it clean because I got kids watching. I tried. If I cuss on my channel, it's purely accident. And when that happened, I'm like, thank God I keep my content clean. It's because I don't, knowing that I have young people watching, I don't want to cuss on here. So, and I've tried to never do that. Even though quitting cussing has been the hardest habit I've ever tried to quit. And because it just flows out. It's just long story. But, oh, that's good. That was the first time I got recognized by a sixth grader. And every once in a while, I'll see it. They'll keep it low key. I love your channel. I love your content. I love that. I haven't had any screaming girls running up to me or anything. That's not happened. I haven't had any screaming elderly women running up to me, but I guess that's down the road. So, yeah. Haven't any screaming anybody running up to me unless they were cussing me out for something. I don't know. So, yeah, that was a cute little story. And every once in a while I'll be out and you'll hear something. But most of the time I walk around just fine. We're all good. I do not want to get to the point where random people are just screaming. Every hour I go down in a grocery store, someone's saying, I don't know that I would be uncomfortable with that. So, yeah, but at the level where we're at now is perfect. I'm just having a good time. Channel's growing. The channel grows a little bit every day. I'm okay with all of it. Yeah, love where we're at. Love where we're at. I just never realized I have a stalker. Show yourself. Show yourself. Before long, may have bras and undies. Okay. Yeah. Maybe next year. I'm actually taking drinks. Just maybe I should have something besides liquor that my throat's getting. I'm fighting off this congestion thing. My throat's getting all kind of weird. So I'm taking sips to kind of take care of that. The problem is I'm taking sips of alcohol quicker than I should be. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see here. If I missed anything, I get to yapping and I forget to look at my comments. That's what I was afraid of. Yeah, I'm not going to forget any of you guys. This is where it's at right here. I get, and Tom's big enough. He knows this happens. I get an email, at least one email every single day. And this has been happening for a while. John, you've been here a while. Wanting me to promote something. Just do a review. Most of it's Amazon stuff, Chinese companies wanting this. But literally every day I get an email, at least one. There's John. At least one email wanting me promote something for somebody. And I ignore 99% of them. Look here, John is in the house. John, buddy, what's going on? Oh, I can't hear you. What's going on here? Nope. Let's see here. All right. Oh, there you go. Plug your mic in. John is in the house. 1984 barbecue. I might need to rip this. There we go. This overhead off. There we go.
You hear me now?
I can hear you now, buddy. How you
All
doing?
Right, cool. All right, man. How's it going?
It's going pretty good. So I haven't seen you on here in ages. Your volume's a little low, but other than that, you're good.
How's that? Any better?
Much better. Much better.
Okay, there we go.
There we go. John is my old buddy from back. We kind of got started in this about the same time, or pretty close, and just having fun on YouTube and growing channels. And I was doing back then. I was doing a live feed. I said this already, but I was doing live feeds just trying to grow my channel, and this helped build my channel. Was doing live feeds every Sunday night, and it got to where I was having a hard time doing that. And John started. We just started taking turns on Sunday nights doing lives. So here he is. This is John, 1984 barbecue.
What's going on, everybody? How's it going?
So you're still grilling, though. I know you're not filming, but you're still grilling, though, right?
Oh yeah. I still got the same amount. I got about 7 cookers still, and I do still grill. I just don't do as much filming anymore, just for the sheer fact of when COVID came along, it killed my mojo, man. You know what I'm saying? And then meat prices went up, and as well as I do, man, it's
they
hard
went empty. The shelves went empty too.
They did go empty, and and then after they got stocked back up, prices shot up. So
yeah, absolutely. I hooked up with Porter Road there I'm still an affiliate, but that's kind of fading away a little bit. But it's how sponsors come and go. I've had more than one affiliation that come and go, so I don't worry about that. But I still love Porter Road. But I think I still might get a little something if you use my link. I'm not 100% sure. So, but I'm gonna peel up. I swear I got clothes under this. I promise. I just got to take this off. Yeah, don't look. All right, much better. But it went crazy, but it did slow down. It did slow down through. Although my views went through the roof during COVID, everyone was during that stay home for 2 weeks or whatever that lasted 6 months or whatever it was. My views went through the roof. However, the money went down.
Oh yeah,
and never recovered.
Nope.
Yeah, never recovered on that.
That's what started the trend for me to go. Kind of stopped doing videos. Plus, you look at the equipment, prices on everything have gone up. So,
yep,
it's kind of like, well, that's when I just started changing tracks a little bit.
So I hear you. I get it. I totally get it. Not just you. There was a lot of channels that took that same path. I just enjoy doing it, so I just kept. I've never done this for the money, so it's just
right.
If I was, I'd have been in a bad shape. So I'm fortunate that I've grown this channel enough that it's now self-supporting. The money has gotten so bad that I'm making some changes this year. I'm changing, not so much because of the money, but I use some high-end editing software that they made some changes that's not letting me do the things that I want to do in editing. So if you're not going to let me use software in the way I want to use it, I'm not going to use you. I'm going to save some money. So,
I agree. Mine did the same thing. It wanted some sort of an update, and I couldn't do the update, and I just said, forget it. I'm done.
I hear you. No, that's cool. Now, for those who don't know, you guys talk about me with my firefighting experience. John here is a former firefighter as well. Over in you're in Southern Indiana, in
Yep.
Clarksville or Jeffersonville?
Clarksville. I mean, we're right next door to each other, but I live actually in Clarksville.
Okay, yeah, okay. So John is a former firefighter as well. So we got our fire department family going here. So another sip. I'm battling some congestion and scratchy throat issues here. So
everybody seems to be.
So as far as me, that's the job change. MSD. It was funny because you're familiar with MSD. You know the whole deal. It was Ron. I'll answer your question here in just a second. But I was sitting at my desk. This started back in November. I was sitting at my desk at work, and I got a couple different emails from a couple different people who work at MSD, saying there's a rumor going around you coming to work here. And I'm going, no, I have no idea what you're talking about. And, I responded. And so this happened a couple different times. And literally 2 weeks later, I got an email. I got a phone call from a supervisor at MSD in the department, the same department that this was coming out of. And he basically said, I know you can't talk to me now, but here's my cell number. I want you to contact me when you get a chance. And it started from there. The conversation started. And next thing you know, I'm interviewing from MSD. And it was kind of, I'm like, okay, I don't know what's going to happen here because I actually love the company that I'm working for. And for the last 25 years, I wouldn't have worked for them for 25 years. And I told the wife, I said, here's my number. If they can beat this number, because I have an idea of what I'm going to be doing over there. If they can beat this number, I will consider it. And they come in well above my number. And I'm going, it's to the point where I felt like, I said, can you we went on a talk for a few minutes. I said, can you repeat that number? Because I wanted to make sure I heard it right. And the whole time I'm talking to this lady on the phone, I feel like there was a guy screaming in my shoulder, can you at least pretend not to be excited? She goes, well, if you need time to think about it, I understand. I said, no, I think we're good. I went ahead and accepted it on the spot. But so yeah, I'm going to work for MSD.
Nice.
So it worked out really good. It's been interesting. It was I gave my notice that same afternoon, and I gave extra time notice. I gave 3 weeks instead of 2. And I took this past week off, and now I'm pretty sure I got everything all my ducks in a row to get started. So we'll see what happens.
Well, congrats to you.
So what's up with you, man? I know you're still working over in Rubbertown.
Yeah, yep, still there.
All right.
Been there 18 years. January this year. So,
okay, same deal. So I'm familiar with Rubbertown. Of course, I not that far up, but coming home, I jump off the Shawnee Parkway, and a lot of times, and of course, my dad worked at what was Roman Halls. It's now Dow Chemicals now. Which my dad retired from there. So,
yeah, they're right behind us.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was all right there in that all. They had with Roman Halls had a huge chemical training grounds back there. We did a lot of firefight training back there in their fire pit.
Now they still do, I think. To be honest with you, I think they still
do they
still have it.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's a great little training ground. They had your propane tanks set up with your gases, and had to get in and shut off the valves. They had their big fire pit with the tees and whatever. You had to do all that, which was my biggest challenge was the fire pits. That was always fun. And they had some good search and rescue training trailers back there, so it was really good. So chemical firefighting is a whole lot different than it's a whole different ballgame. So let's see. I got a question here from Ron. How long have I had my channel? That's an interesting question. I started to piddle around with it. I joined YouTube in 2016, if I remember right. I would become interested in filming not long after that. I did my first video. If you go back long enough, that was at my wife's family property in Arkansas. And I just trying to get a feel with it and not look so much like a doofus. I think I used my iPhone microphone as a mic on my cell phone to kind of walk around the property a little bit. Just talking, basically talking, trying to not look stupid. I'm not sure if I succeeded or not, but and then I started my channel, which no longer exists, Ken's Home Cocktail, where I was shooting drink videos. And that was growing a little bit. Went into 2017. I wasn't putting up a video every week. And I tried a couple cooking videos on this channel, which was then just Ken Rogers. And all that was growing a little bit, and then what was then I considered tragedy in my life. It's not a tragedy anymore, but I had 2 grandkids move in on me, and I shut down for almost a whole year. Did not film a single thing. I went from I just looked the other day, it was like from September of 2017 through I think July of 2018, there was nothing. And I finally decided I'm going to do this. I started putting up one cooking video every week from 2017 on, through today. And it's just been a continuation, growth, and not fast growth, but it's been growth, so I'll take it. So, yeah, I guess officially on a regular basis since 2018. Continuous every week or almost every week. So I hope that answers your question. But yeah, I've been regular on here since 2018. Before that, it was just periodically since 2016. So are you still doing your podcast?
We were doing the podcast for a while. We were on Spotify. We had I started a second YouTube channel for the podcast because originally we was trying to we were recording the podcast, on a camera, and then taking that and trying to upload it to YouTube to do some. That way people could watch us talk on there, and also if you're on Spotify to listen to us. We did a couple of, I would say couple. We did, I don't know, probably 5, 6, 7 episodes.
Okay.
And then what it boiled down to was the guy that was doing it, my buddy, was doing the program. He had all the program on his computer because he had a setup more than me. You know, just I got a laptop. He's had a tower and everything. He could put all this stuff on. And it just became between his schedule and my schedule. It became hectic, and then we had problems with video feeds. You know, we had to use like either Skype or some sort of other video feed, not like StreamYards like we're using now.
Right.
So it made it a little more difficult to do, and we had internet problems, and just, you know, it was good. And the thing was I was going to continue it without him. And the thing was it's hard to do a podcast when you don't have somebody else to shoot conversation back with and hear their ideas of what something was.
Exactly. Yep.
So it just kind of like mellowed out. So I was like, all right. So I went to TikTok, and I also went to Twitch and tried doing it that way. TikTok was working out for me because I would just do little things here and there, a little quick video, post it up, you know, and I'd get some views and some hits and stuff on different things. I did a lot of breaking news, like in the wrestling world, you know, as far as wrestling is concerned. And it was getting me hits and stuff. And then I've just kind of scaled back, just trying to really regroup and think about what I want to do, you know, going forward with either a podcast or going back doing YouTube or what, you know.
Right. Yeah, it's I mean, I don't know. I don't know anything about podcasts. So as far as advice, I don't know that I could help you, but maybe I do watch some podcast guys. A lot of it's on one of the guys I watch. It's in the political arena. Chad Prather's show. I don't know, but he's more political. He's a comedian, but he's got a political slant to him. Because he works by himself most of the time, he'll just typically pick a topic and do a show. And it'll last about an hour long podcast. I watch him. He's not even every day anymore, but he was big enough. He was on Blaze TV, and he just recently left Blaze TV to do his own thing. So, but I know he just picked a particular topic that he could talk for a certain period of time. I don't know how long your podcasts were on.
Right.
But he runs about an hour, and he'll just pick up 2 or 3 topics, not necessarily news articles, because that's current events, and you got to stay on top of that.
Right.
But he'll pick up a couple subject matters and just give his views on that subject matter. I don't know if that would help you where you can go at it by yourself. I know that I've stayed doing what I'm doing because if I had to depend on other people, I'd still be waiting to start my channel.
Right.
And you know that as well. When you got more than one person, you both got to be committed on the same level.
Right.
And that's hard to do.
It is hard, especially with the schedules that he had and I had with work, you know, and his schedule. We kept the podcast about an hour because we didn't want to lose people's attention. I learned that when we were doing, I was doing YouTube, just like you are. You try to keep your videos to a certain time because they say that if you don't catch the audience within the first 30 seconds of the video, that they lose interest and move on. So you try to keep them going.
It's unreal. The videos that I think are going to do really good. I just had one just within the last week or so. I said, man, I'm going to knock this one out of the park. And it's done nowhere near what I thought it was going to do. Then I've had other videos that I'm like, whatever. My biggest video, I ain't going to say my biggest video, but one of my biggest videos on the channel was a French fry video that I did inside. And that sucker just took off. I'm like, okay, I didn't expect that. So I cannot predict any of these things.
Oh, yeah. My biggest video to date was it was simple. It was just a blackened catfish video that I did. And I forget what I did with it, but it had like the most views on my channel. It was like 2,000 some odd views. And it took off. And the thing is, it took off out of nowhere. Like it had been sitting there doing absolutely squat.
Oh, yeah.
And then all of a sudden it just, bam, took off. But now I'm like, well, heck, that was a catfish video on a Blackstone griddle. That's all it was, and it took off. So
my first Kentucky Fried Chicken video that I made from what I tend to believe is close to the original anyway. It sat there for 3 or 4 months, did nothing. I mean, it did okay, but it just shot off, took off out of nowhere, and I'm still making money every month off of that video, and I love it. That's the ones you want, you know.
Yeah.
I'm making money on videos that I shot 2 or 3 years ago. That's some of my biggest videos still every month. So that's the ones you look for, and I cannot predict which ones are going to be.
Yeah, I mean, I've actually gained subscribers there for a while. My channel just started getting subscribers after subscribers, and I'm like, what am I getting subscribers for? I haven't put out any content, you know, but all of a sudden I started getting subscribers again. I'm like, okay, you know, it's weird. I just think that's how the algorithm works sometimes on YouTube. Mm-hmm. It just has a weird thing, and then boom, it takes off.
I cannot predict it. I'm going to answer a question real quick. Michelle, you can chime in on this too. Do you guys like StreamYard? For me, yes, I do. I love StreamYard because I can do this. Me and John used to talk on the phone quite a bit before StreamYard. We chit-chatted, we texted back and forth. We come into YouTube about the same time, and we're both kind of growing at the same time. With StreamYard, I can just get on here. Before, when I was doing lives, it was triply Facebook. And John was in the chat, or if he was doing the live, I was in the chat. With StreamYard, I can just bring him in here with me. We can chat. You've seen Kent on here with me. Kent Kent would be on here with me, and we'd chat back and forth. And I love StreamYard that I can do this. Or I can just sit there and stay by myself doing my normal thing. With StreamYard, I can do this. In the future, I'm going to be, once I get rid of this other software that I'm going to do with it, I spend $200 a year on. I'm doing away with that. I'm still learning this new software, so bear with me. I'm going to use that money to get on here where I can get on StreamYard, and I can go live like on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram all at the same time. So your thoughts on StreamYard?
I agree. I've been wanting to pay the money to get on StreamYard and do what it says, because I felt like it was going to help me, because you can record videos on here and then post them up later. And that's what I was going to do for a podcast, was I was going to, get on StreamYards and do that. But yeah, I love StreamYards, because you can go to any place, in Twitch or Facebook or YouTube or whatever, and you can bring people in, and it makes it, fun if you want to interact with people or what have you. That's how I knew that's how I seen your little link pop up in the chat, and I was like, I'm gonna hop on there and see Ken for a minute.
Cool. Kent from Daddy Dutch is talking about you down there, John.
I see that. Yeah, he said doesn't get any better looking. Yeah, lost more hair, Kent, as you can tell. I just said we're just gonna shave it down, babe. Let's go all natural,
Kent, you available? Get on here, buddy. Can you see the link? I don't know if you're at home. You might be at a competition or at church feeding everybody. What's going on, buddy? Oh, look at here. Here he is. Look at there.
Oh.
What's up, John?
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How about you, pal?
All right, buddy. I'm doing good.
Oh, good.
You guys chat it out. I'm going to take care of business over here real quick.
All right.
Let
me pull up Mr. Mostly Outdoors here on the old on the laptop.
You guys chat amongst yourselves. I'm going to come over here and take care of business real quick.
All right. What have you been up to, pal?
Oh, man, just playing Uber driver here recently.
Yeah.
Just taking kids here and there to school functions and working a lot and trying to figure things out with what I want to do with, either YouTube or some podcasting or what,
There you go. Yeah. Been up to Minnesota. Youngest grandson play hockey.
Oh.
Now, mind you, he's 5. That jersey falls over him like, throwing a king size bed sheet over somebody. It's kind of funny. But no, getting ready to take off. We take off for Houston, go down to the Houston Road cook off. So
there you go.
Go hang out with Uncle Steve for a few days.
Uncle Steve, I've been seeing him post stuff here lately too.
Yeah,
he was on here a little bit ago. I don't know if he's still on.
Yeah, he was on earlier. I saw him, but I've been running around in and out, so trying to, like I said, trying to get stuff ready, The joys of packing a suitcase.
The mini cooler. You like my mini cooler over here? I like this. I'm assuming, Michelle, you're talking about my mini cooler. I love this thing.
See, I cheat. Oh shit!
Oh, you got an ice maker right there. I got one of those upstairs. That ice is from one of those. It's I don't know if it's them little. I don't know if I can do this. Like a little bullet ice. Is that what you got going on?
These are just the little.
Yeah. Oh, it's dripping.
Yeah, mine is too. 3/8 with the big ice cube.
Okay, yeah.
So, yeah.
You guys.
You guys like Tabasco?
Say that again.
Tabasco.
I do like Tabasco. Some, yeah. That's different. What's that? What is?
Raspberry chipotle.
Really?
I swear to God, you could put this on ice cream.
Really?
It is so sweet.
I've never even seen that one before.
It's
hard to say Tabasco. I like Cholula as my favorite hot sauce.
I do too. But one of the guys at work got this, and we actually put some on a pizza yesterday at work. It was really good.
Okay.
With pepperoni sausage pizza. So I'm actually going to do a side-by-side cook tomorrow. No wrap ribs on the big old GMG. And I'm going to use that as a binder on one of the racks.
Okay.
I want to see the color difference because Cholula, definitely.
Cholula is probably my favorite. Oh, wow, it's dark.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, it's like raspberry syrup, really.
Is there any heat at all? Was there heat?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to say the heat's maybe a 2.
Oh, really? Okay.
So I got 2 racks of St. Louis we got for $1.99 a pound. So I'm just going to do a quick trim on them, pull the membrane.
There you go.
I'm going no binder, and the other one I'm doing the raspberry chipotle Tabasco for a binder. I mean,
there you go. I don't like a lot of heat. That's my thing. Is that I don't mind some heat.
Well, then you definitely don't want this.
Don't want no part of that. I just...
we're gonna do that tomorrow. Do it tomorrow.
Yeah, no.
I'm waiting for the race to start because hell, they can't even get the Xfinity race in yet tonight because it's raining. But that's Florida in February, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we was at my buddy's house, so we were playing games. A whole bunch of us are over there, and I don't even know which one it was, but they were passing a bottle of hot sauce around. And I simply did nothing more. If someone passed it to me, I grabbed it, I moved it, handed it to someone else. And at some point after that, I touched my face. And literally it blistered. I had a burn there. I had to go to the bathroom and start putting cold water on it to cool it off.
So I like really, really spicy, right? I mean, and I'm telling you right now,
Yeah, no.
That much on a toothpick is enough for me to handle.
Wow. Yeah, no.
Now that toothpick's getting, that's bye-bye. So I can already feel it down in my throat.
Wow. Yeah, no. So have you still got snow on the ground at your way?
We got a couple inches. Well, we got maybe inch and a half Thursday night.
Okay.
Just enough to turn the ground white. Before that, my grass was starting to turn green.
Oh, wow.
By Wednesday, we're going to be in the mid-50s again.
Yeah, it's been warming up. We got a cold blast around here. I know John got a little bit more than me because he's close to me, but
right.
I got about maybe a half inch last night, but it's down in the 30s tonight. So I think it's 25 right now. I'll look.
Our high was 32 today.
Okay. So, but yeah, it got. I actually had a sweater on a minute ago. 27 right now here in Louisville. John, you're in Clarksville, Indiana, so that's right across the river from me. Mm-hmm. You had an inch and a half or so?
Yeah, just about. I mean, it's supposed to get to about around 19 degrees out my way tonight.
Okay. So, wow, yeah.
Let's see here.
It's amazing that we actually have some contrast in our differences, and we're just almost right across the river from each other.
Mm-hmm.
That river makes a difference. It really does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're talking 60s, close to 60 by midweek.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 25.
Same here. High 67 by Wednesday.
Damn it, my mouth is on fire.
So.
Put some raspberry over it and see if that helps. No, that didn't help. But the problem is I put the toothpick on the right side of my mouth. So right here is just a hot streak right now.
Oh, wow. Michelle in the chat's talking. So they got 9 inches last night up in Pennsylvania.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What part of PA there, Michelle? I was in the Poconos a couple of years ago. Now this, on the other hand.
What is that?
Mutiny Island vodka.
Okay.
Smoked hot pepper infused. What the hell's a breadfruit? Made from breadfruit. Not from
I have no idea. Allentown, Pennsylvania.
Oh,
no, that's not Michelle. That's John. I'm sorry.
Okay, John. We flew into Allentown.
John S. is Allentown. I'm assuming that's Pennsylvania.
We flew into Allentown and then drove over to East Stroudsburg.
Okay. Yeah.
From there, one day I drove 4 hours to go see John McGuire in Salem, New Hampshire.
A breadfruit, I got the definition pulled up for you. It's a species of flowering tree in mulberry and jackfruit family, believed to be domesticated descendant of, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that, but yeah, it's a flowering tree species.
Interesting.
I tell you what, you mix this with your favorite Bloody Mary mix, put a little smoke bomb on the rim of that glass, I'm in heaven. Right now I'm on fire. And that was just a little bit on the tip of that toothpick.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I remember that one, man. I actually had a burn mark on my cheek just from. I said, okay, that set me on fire.
Yeah, this is the end. This comes from the Pepper Palace. This is one of the 2 hot sauces because they have another version of this. They're the only 2 you gotta sign a waiver to try.
Oh, good Lord.
I was going to ask you if you had to sign something because I was down in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee one year, and they had like a big hot sauce or a pepper place like that, and you had to sign. I had to sign for this Screaming Irishman hot sauce or whatever.
Wow.
If memory serves right, this is 3.5 million Scoville.
Jesus.
Jalapeno is 60,000.
Yeah. No.
Yep.
Yeah, I like spicy, and it's all I can handle.
Wow. Yeah. No. Excuse me, guys. Wow. I've been on her 2 hours, and I've been drinking for 2 hours. What's up with that?
I don't know. My mouth's finally calming down a little bit.
I made 2 very strong. I was only going to do 1, but Michelle made me do a second Manhattan cocktail.
Got a little orange peel and some cherries and some bitters there, or what?
I got some rye whiskey, some sweet vermouth, which is basically a fortified wine, and the store bitters.
There you go.
And some cherries. That's a Manhattan cocktail.
Good in my book. I'm sure I'm going to have 1 or 2 of those this coming.
Oh, it's one of my favorites. Without a doubt. But just one more. No, we're not doing one more. Not one more. I might do another Beeman 7, but I might not. I'm not. I can adjust the Beeman 7 to my liking. But
since John in the chat said just one more.
Yeah.
We're gonna have one of these.
Okay. Kent's taking care of that. Kent's taking care of the one more. I won't do another Manhattan. Okay, that'll be y'all be watching me passed out in the live stream.
Mine are just little drinks.
Oh my goodness.
But that's what I get for being a seasoned veteran.
What I find funny is last time I seen John in a live stream, he had fire department stuff behind him. Now everything's WWE.
Oh yeah, there's a lot behind me. Let me move out of the camera there. You can.
Oh my God, yeah. Last time you had fire department logos all over the place.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Yeah, now it's all WWE stuff.
Let me ask John, I got a question for you since you got all the WWE stuff back there.
All right.
What do you think of Pat McAfee as an announcer with Michael Cole?
I'm glad he's back, to be honest with you. When he was doing it before, I enjoyed him. And now that he's, because his deal is he's pretty much out of College Game Day now. ESPN pretty much said, nah, we don't, you're not a good fit for him. So they've already pretty much told him he's done with that. So I'm glad he's back, honestly. I mean, they still got his show on, ESPN or whatever it is during the day, Pat McAfee show, but
yeah, I listen to it daily.
Yeah, he's pretty much out of College Game Day. They've said that.
I liked him on there.
I did too, but I think he was just too much for their. There's some folks at ESPN. He's even said it on his podcast his show, that don't like him.
Oh yeah.
So that was one reason I think that he came back to WWE is because it was on a Monday, and it wouldn't affect him if he was still on College Game Day on the weekend. So
that and the fact that football's over now. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I'll be right back. Hold on.
I have not watched wrestling in years.
It definitely changed from back when Jerry Lawler was wrestling, down at what was it, Louisville Gardens and
Louisville Garden, Jerry Lawler, Dutch Mantel,
yep,
Tojo Yamamoto.
Who else changed?
Yeah. I did get into the WWF era because I was a Hulkamaniac. I was definitely a Hulkamaniac. And who was the one I used to laugh my butt off at? God, what was that kid's name? He rode around on a stick horse. What was his name?
Lord, who knows?
I forget. I laughed my butt off watching him. I've been on here long enough to go through 2 cycles of clothes in the laundry. I've been on here over 2 hours. I don't remember the dude's name, man. He come out there running around on a stick horse, and he was. I think he went over to Japan to do some wrestling. If he's still alive, who knows? But that was a long time ago. But I've definitely been out of it for a while.
Yeah, it's definitely not like it used to be, especially since the TKO took him over, and Vince is out now. So Vince is out and Lesnar's out. So
okay,
he got in a lot of trouble for some stuff. I'm sure you've probably seen it on the news. I won't go into it on here because it's your show, but he got in a lot of trouble, and Lesnar's name got brought up in it, and now they've pretty much said, "Yeah, you're out, Lesnar." So.
Okay.
I think that's part of the reason I got that the bloodline thing going, and The Rock coming back a little bit. I hear clips of it. I don't watch it that much.
Right.
If I stumble across it, I might watch for 10, 15 minutes.
Just a side note, Michelle, I see you making a vodka and cranberry. There actually is a name for that drink. If you add a twist of lime to it, they would call that a Cape Codder or Cape Cod. So vodka and cranberry is actually a vodka or a Cape Cod.
Really, around here, the alcoholics just use it to clear kidney stones.
Is that okay? Well, yeah, I got cranberry.
Cranberry juice.
But I did a short video of that. I made a Cape Codder and I did the vodka and cranberry. I did a very short video, and I think I even did a little short reel, or maybe I did it on TikTok. People are laughing at me. So you made a vodka and cranberry? I said, well, now you know it's got a name. It's a Cape Cod or Cape Codder, some people call it. But yeah, that's what it is. You add a twist of lime to that, Cape Codder. Anyway, back to what you guys are talking about.
We're just
yeah, we weren't. He was just saying that they brought The Rock back, and I was just going to tell him that he's an official board of directors now for TKO.
I heard that, and he now owns the exclusive rights to the name The Rock.
Yep, he sure does.
He's a Pat McAfee favorite right there.
Mm-hmm.
So I enjoy listening to Pat's show. It's funny now that they have to, because I've been listening to it for the last three years every day at work. I throw in an earbud, pull up his YouTube, listen to him. And now they have to censor themselves because they can't drop the F-bomb on ESPN.
Nope.
They're on a 30-second time delay. And there's a guy sitting there, I guarantee this poor guy is sitting there making $100,000 a year getting ready to hit that dump button. But no, I enjoy who he has on there with him, AJ, and they brought an old Bengal Pac-Man on for a while.
Yeah.
Not that John cares because he's a Squealers fan.
That's right.
But the guys he has on there, Ty and Boston Connor, both Ty's from Iowa. He got, he's a Hawkeye fan and a Packer fan, so there's got to be something about him. Not that you guys know anybody that's a Hawkeye and a Packer, but
Uncle Steve is back in the house.
Oh, from working.
Working. Michelle, Cyber Libre. I have no idea what that is, to be honest with you. I don't know what that is. Or what is that? I said Cyber.
Kubra.
Oh, she posted twice. Okay. I have no idea what that is.
Oh. Do you mean Lucha Libre?
I don't know.
Lucha Libre.
There's a bunch of them I don't know.
Hispanic wrestlers that wear the masks, like Rey Mysterio. They were Lucha Libre.
Okay. I don't know. Is that a drink, or is it? I was thinking drink because I was referring to drinks.
Well, let's fire up the old Google machine. What do you say?
There you go. I looked up Cyber, but Cubre Libre. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a rum and cocktail. There's a rum and Coke. It's a rum and Coke cocktail is what it says.
Rum, okay. Rum and Coke. I guess you add the lime to it. It'll.
John's already got the damn answer.
Rum
It's actually, oh no, that's
and Coke.
Yeah, I think I just did that myself, Ken. I think I just realized I said the wrong thing there, buddy.
Rum and Coke.
I think that's what she might have been typing. I don't know.
Like, Michelle, she typed cyber, then she come back and corrected herself. So, C-U-B-R-E, Libre.
Huh?
C-U-B-R-E-L-I-B-R-E.
Yeah, that's what I put in the old Google machine, and it goes to Cuba Libre.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
Probably a rum and Coke. That makes sense.
But that's Cuba, not what she put.
Yeah, it just keeps coming right back to what you got, Ken. Same thing.
Okay.
Good to know that Google's lying to
Oh, hell, it's not doing.
Yeah, maybe I should know that. I'm familiar with rum and Coke. Throw a lime in there, you got it covered.
No, don't ruin a good rum and Coke with mine.
My wife loves the spiced rum and Coke, and
Oh yeah.
so yeah.
You ever want to get her going real good? Buy her a bottle of that Sailor Jerry's.
We've had that. Yeah.
That's your typical Captain Morgan is 80 proof. That Sailor Jerry's is like 93.
Oh, you don't want my wife drunk. It's horrible. It's
you can just put her on the couch till morning. I'm telling you.
No, that's like a 3-day hangover. You don't want my. That's a miserable.
Hey,
she's smart enough to now to say no.
Hey, if you're still on here, Ken, I may come back in a minute, but I gotta go pick up my oldest kid from
no
work.
problem, buddy. I ain't gonna be around that much longer because I can't believe I've been on here over 2 hours. So.
Well, you are an overachiever sometimes, Ken.
I know. I'm yeah. Tomorrow night I'm gonna lay easy because I'm gonna take it easy because I'm starting a new job in 2 days. So tonight we're just kind of hanging out and having fun.
I heard that earlier, but because you were at your other job, how many years? 30 what?
About 25 years. Yeah.
25. Okay.
Yeah.
You guys take care.
All right, buddy. See you, John. Thank you, buddy, for jumping in here.
All right, guys. See you.
All right.
See you.
Yeah, I was with this engineering firm for about 25 years. Love these guys. Land Design and Development. If you guys are in the Louisville, Indiana area, Louisville, Kentucky, Southern Indiana, you need the engineering work. Land Design and Development is a place to call because they're a great company. And I loved working for them. He's double fisted. I'm trying to read comments too, but an opportunity come up.
Where did you read that comment?
Do I now?
Where'd you read that comment about double? Oh, there it is.
Michelle, yeah, okay.
I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, drop in late, can't stay. Okay, Mulligan Farms, good to see you. Good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. But yeah, being in the engineering business, we submit. I design sewers. That's what I've done forever.
Oh, sure.
And I submit these plans to government agencies, the Metropolitan Sewer District, MSD in short, also the water company, the electric company, just to make sure everything's kosher. No, we're not having any conflicts with anybody.
Right.
We definitely don't want to drill through a water main while I'm putting in a sewer main. That's bad news. That's stuff you got to check for. But MSD, of the sewer district, is a company that oversees all the sewers in the Louisville and surrounding areas. And after all these years, I worked with all these guys. Here lately, since COVID and everybody, they're shorthanded just like every other company in the country.
Right.
And they reached out to me to see if I was interested in becoming a plan reviewer for them to do the exact opposite of what I'm already doing. I submit my plans to have a plan reviewer review them. Now I'm going to be reviewing the plans that I would submit. So it's just the other side of what I'm already doing.
Good for you, man. That's awesome.
And it worked out. We had some conversations, and Went through the process. They made me a very good offer and an unbelievable offer, I might add.
I was going to say, I'm sure you took a cut and pay to go there.
Yeah, no, I did not. Not even close. And not even. I had my number, which was a significant raise, and they even topped that. So I'm like, and like I said earlier, I felt like I had someone yelling in my ear. Can you at least pretend to not be excited? You know?
Well, I tell you what, I might knock on a few doors when I'm down in Texas too with these trucking companies.
We've considered the old Texas move ourselves. Yeah.
See if they need a refrigeration mechanic that knows both Thermo King and Carrier and is factory certified by both. And
there you go. Yeah.
They put a nice number out there. I might have to stay in Uncle Steve's basement for a couple weeks. By the way, there's no basements in Texas.
Yeah, there's no Texas. He might let you stay in the basement.
I'll be sleeping outside on the patio, but
there you go.
Just so that big damn.
If it's in the spring, you might be okay there. Then you know.
I tell you what, we were down there in February last year. We got up Thursday morning. You couldn't see, and Steve's got a fairly deep property.
Mm-hmm.
His back fence. It was so humid. It was so thick.
Oh wow.
You walked out on the patio and you felt like you were in a sauna, you know, with the humidity and everything.
So you're taking your Class C down, or are you flying?
Huh?
You taking your Class C down, or are you flying?
Oh no, I'm flying.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Well, we drive an hour and a half to Omaha.
Okay.
2 hours later, I'm on the ground in Texas. I ain't driving for that.
I hear you.
Ain't him.
That's a long ass drive, yeah.
Well, I did and did a KCBS comp.
Okay.
27 teams from 11 states. And we had Illinois. Oh, let's see. Minnesota, South Dakota, Iowa, Nebraska, Missouri, Kansas, Colorado, Michigan. A guy drove from Detroit.
Oh, wow.
And he drove the second furthest.
Wow.
Risky Briskets is the team name. Drove up from freaking Houston to Omaha in the end of January to do a competition.
Oh, wow.
Them boys were freezing their nuts off because the high is 36.
Oh, wow.
And the funny thing is, one of the guys on that cook team is on the Houston Rodeo Committee for the overall Houston Rodeo Cook-Off.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he knows Steve Gordon. That Uncle Steve.
Yeah.
Gordon are in the same tent.
Oh, sweet.
And so I got to look him up when I get down there.
Absolutely.
So.
Michelle's changing things. She said she's done. Actually, cherry Pepsi. Oh. I'm out of that conversation. I don't know what's going on over here in the chat.
I'm not sure either.
They've lost me. Nacho Libre.
Now,
I don't know what the hell they doing over there. They done left.
So.
Okay. I'm lost. Yeah, I tell you what, guys. Let's see. We're on here over 2 hours and 20 minutes. I might be wrapping this up here in a second. I did make me a drink, so I might.
A little nightcap.
A little. We'll do this till the end. When this drink is gone, we're out of here. How about that?
Fair enough. Now, everybody put in the chat, do I need to keep him talking or drinking? Which one?
I'm going to have to get another cough drop because I'm starting this cough. I'm taking Robitussin like crazy.
I got something right here I'm waiting to put on my trailer door.
Oh, what we got?
Once it warms up.
That's sexy. Yeah, that's a sexy decal, man.
I got about 8 of them over here that I want to wait till it warms up a little bit.
Nice.
And then
Let me see here. I got a few decals too I need to put up.
Mulligan Farms, please call me Dutch. Only the ladies are allowed to call me Daddy. Oh shit!
Y'all talk amongst yourself, Ken and Daddy. We're talking. They're not paying attention to you and I at all.
Hey, they're still here. That's all that matters.
That's right. We'll take it. Y'all hit that like button. That's what I need. And
let's see.
Definitely hit that like button.
If I click it down here, it goes away. So yeah, I already hit it. So
I normally I have not reminded anybody for that. Y'all talk amongst yourselves. They don't care about us. They don't love us. They don't love us, Kent.
That's all right. Let them go.
Let's see.
Huh? What are you doing now?
I'm still doing the basement, honey.
Oh.
Hi, Mrs. Kent.
Hi.
Hi. Show yourself.
She's working on it.
She's. You don't got to get all made up. Just come on in here and say hi. Hi.
Hi.
Now, how do you put up with this guy?
I don't know.
That's rough.
Not alcohol.
Get out of here.
I understand. You sound just like my wife.
She don't drink rum and coke though, Kim.
No, I understand. That's a Cube Liber. What was it? Cube Liber? I don't forgot.
So, yeah, I tell you what, I think we're both looking forward to getting down there for a few days.
Yeah. Vacation with no kids.
Yeah, just get away for a little
Ooh, what's that like? Vacation without kids?
Well, we've taken
Taken a few.
one or two.
I took this past week off because I'm starting a new job and I don't know when my next vacation is going to be.
We took one, what was that, 5 years ago? Went to the
Vegas.
races. Yeah, went to the Vegas races.
Okay.
Left the kids at home.
Yeah, that was the first time.
But yeah, we're down to one in the house. We're down to he'll be a senior next year, so then I got to put up with her full time because I don't have kids for distractions, Kim.
Oh man.
Out in the garage anyway, so I'll just stay now.
Well, I hope you don't have to deal with that, but yeah, we took on grandkids. That changed our life. That was
we had that for a little while too.
Okay, there you go. So what started out as a traumatic experience turned into I kind of got attached to the little guy, and I miss him when he's gone now. So it's it's
yeah, I hear you.
So
we see
yeah,
ours quite a bit though.
Yeah.
Like we ran up and saw two of the three today. The oldest one that used to live with us, he wasn't there because he's going to be 14 and he doesn't have time for all little brother's little hockey games.
And he's playing video
yeah,
bad online. So.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, our youngest, his uncle, they're a little over 3 years apart in age. So, they're online with each other playing games all the time.
Okay.
Whatever.
Well, everyone in the chat saying hi, Mrs. Kent. So
yeah.
So yeah, we had of course my granddaughter. I had a granddaughter. My oldest grandchild and my youngest grandchild moved in with us at the same time, and they were with us 6 years, 5 years, whatever it is. And granddaughter, she turned 18, so she moved out. Now we got the 7-year-old grandson who was 18 months when he moved in with us. He's still with us, but he stays with his mom on the weekends. So things are getting better in that area.
Oh, good.
But he comes back. He's still in school. He's still with us. So he's got to come home during the week. But he's so, well, I'll be honest. I got pretty attached to the little guy because I raised girls and I never had a son. So this is he's my grandson, but he's kind of in a sense my son that I never had.
Right.
So I'm starting to really enjoy the whole experience, and now he might be leaving. So we'll see what happens there.
I hear you. Well, we got 2 of each, so we're kind of lucky.
So I have stepsons, but they were already grown by the time, or older by the time me and my wife got together. So
right.
So I didn't get to raise them. So
we got. I call her Fred. That's my nickname for her. And I've been with her since she was a year old.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Yeah. Good deal.
She doesn't have my last name, but she's one of mine.
Don't matter. It don't matter.
Amen. So.
It don't matter. Yeah. But love is love. You can't separate that. So it's all good.
Yep. In fact, she just called about a half hour ago.
Yeah.
So.
Cool.
No, because I didn't use it.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. She was trying to use her discount card at work, and it didn't work. And she's like, "Did you or Mom use it?" I'm like, "No." Because it doesn't work. Yeah, the only thing I've gotten from Hy-Vee is Chew.
Yeah.
And it doesn't work for that anyway, so I don't even break it out. So, shoot.
So good stuff. I better drink up because I need to get out of here.
See you guys.
Have a good one.
Bye. See you later.
Bye, honey.
Have a good night.
I'm giving up on the chat. I can't keep up.
Well, Mulligan says, "What you all cooking tomorrow?" I'm making homemade meatballs for meatball. I can't talk. Sub casserole. Texas toast. Cream cheese as the base. Oh, John's back in the chat though.
There he goes.
So,
John is back.
No, I'm doing that rib cook tomorrow. I'm actually gonna video that. I've been playing around with making homemade sausage. And I've always been doing beef sausage.
Okay.
Well, I decided I should probably do a full pork sausage. And for the seasoning, I'm going to use Uncle Steve's pig shake in it. I mean, my name's on the bottle. I got to use it. So
there you go. Yeah, absolutely.
Got to, the nice thing about Steve is I told him I was running low a while back. Well, when he sends them to me, the original name was Pig Powder.
Okay, I remember that. Yeah.
But due to somebody else from 50 years ago having blah, 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 pig powder, he had to change the name. But when he sends them to me, he'll put
there you go
powder on them because they're private. So the hell with that woman. I'm still pissed at her about it. I don't care if she went into the Barbecue Hall of Fame this year. In my book,
whatever.
So screw her. But no, we're gonna do some ribs, and then I'm gonna do a full pork sausage with pig shake. Dissolve it in water, mix it in the meat, blah blah blah. Case it.
Hey.
Plenty of casings. I got a Vivor 7-pound stuffer.
There you go.
We'll let them cure overnight. Throw them on the old smoker the next day, and then cook them up.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing, if anything, to be honest with you. I'm just trying to get through this whole change.
Well, you had a week off. You should have been able to put out 7 or 10 videos.
That's what I was saying earlier. I did film a video this week, but I can't show it to you yet.
That's all right. That's all right.
I did film one, and I even put it over to. I'm trying out some new software, editing software that I'm trying to learn on because the old Adobe stuff is not allowing me to do what I'm used to doing anymore. So they've changed. They made changes, which means I'm not going to give them $200 a year anymore. So,
see, everything I've always done is on iMovie.
Okay.
Because, like I'm on my iPad right now. I do not have an iPhone. I have an Android phone.
Right. I'm getting ready to go back to Android, I think. Yeah.
But everything I do, I use my iPad as my camera, as my editing device, everything. It's all internal in the iPad. Works nice, I'm used to it, and I'm not about, the high-end production value. This is my hobby. It's what I do to kill time.
I get it.
I'm not like smoking and grilling with AB,
Yeah, that's a big deal. Yeah.
How many ungodly subs he has.
Yeah.
They
sought out those subs.
Well, the funny thing is, my son saw me watching one of his videos one day, and he's like, "Dad, look at all his subs." I said, "Yeah, so what?" He goes, "Wow." I said, "You want to see something funny?" I popped open my cell phone. He goes, "No, Dad, you have his phone number?" I'm like, "Yeah." I said, It's AB. What's the big deal?
Yeah.
He's like YouTube huge. I'm like, yeah, he's still a guy.
He made a career choice to do this for a living. I did not. Yeah, we did not. How about that?
Yeah. Would I rather do that than turn ranches 45, 50 hours a week? Probably. But
I don't know. I love what I do for a living. So
I love what I do. I just don't like some of the people I got to answer to be honest.
Yeah. But they're everywhere.
There's good and bad to everything, really.
So yeah, it's
the bonus part of YouTube is whatever you cook, you get to eat unless you really mess it up.
True. Yeah. They talk about why don't they look at Emerald, the old Emerald Lagasse. Emerald Lagasse has a crew of people that they're cooking 45 meals of the same thing back to back. And if he messes up, they just slide a new one in there to finish the cook.
Exactly.
And then, when we mess up, we mess up.
It's no different than watching food today. The show The Kitchen. They show you starting the dish, and look here. Thankfully we got 2 ovens, so this one's done in the bottom oven. Well, they don't show you the 8 people that prepped it and made it ahead of time.
Exactly.
It's like you got to think about this a little bit, people.
I watched. I'm an Emerald Lagasse fan. I've always been since he started way back in the day. I was a big Emerald Lagasse fan. But during COVID, when everyone was shut down, no one was doing anything. I watched a live feed, Emerald Lagasse in his home, cooking in the kitchen. He had no clue what to do. It was the worst video I've ever seen. He had one camera set up at one angle, and he did everything. The cook was from a distance. You couldn't even really tell. You and I will get down close and personal with different views.
Right.
Even with one camera, and move that camera around, trying to get the best view we can for that scene. He did a live cook, and I swear, I said, that is not an Emerald cook because he's the only one doing it. He doesn't know how to do it on his own. And he's never done it on his own. He's always had that production.
Yeah, the one older guy I always watch, just because I think it's hilarious, and it's kind of the same thing. It's one camera focused on the counter where he's working and everything. Is Justin Wilson.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yep.
He's a character.
I loved him. Yeah.
And he's not doing anything different than you and I are, Justin Wilson.
Exactly.
Other than he's got a better accent.
And yeah, he's more popular. Yeah.
Just a little.
But I watched that. I said, Emerald, you need to watch more YouTube, buddy. That's what. Learn how to, because he's never had to. I mean, he's never had to.
He's always had a production crew around him.
That's right.
He's probably never done his own dishes. That's for damn.
Probably not. But I'm watching and I'm going, oh my God, this is horrible. And I know he's a good cook. He just doing it on his own. I've learned, and I'm not saying mine is our best video out there, but I've learned to move my camera a little bit, move around. I'll do a shot. You'll never see me taking a shot. Once I shoot that shot, I move that camera, even if it's just a few inches. So the next time you see me, it's a little different angle.
Mm-hmm.
That might be an hour later, but
exactly. But you don't know that on a video because
it's 10 minutes long. That's right.
There's Michelle.
Bam. That's right. Me and my wife probably fell in love with each other watching Emeril Lagasse videos back in the day. Pork fat rules. That's right.
Dang right.
That's how I got this fat. It's her fault. My wife's fault. I know.
Yeah, I got body by barbecue over here, even though it's amazing.
But you know how many actual Emeril Lagasse meals I've ever cooked? Maybe 2. I've done maybe 2.
I thought you were going to say 0.
No, I think I did the
Battery
I don't know where it's at. Is it 9 volt?
No.
What kind of batteries you need?
Double A. I was just checking to see if the double A's were good.
Oh, there's double A's in there.
Yeah, I know.
All right. What's it for? Okay. I get nervous when she rifles through my toolbox. Unfortunately for her, a regular butter knife is a flat screwdriver. So.
Nice, but yeah, it's but yeah, I watched that. I'm going, oh, Emeril, you really need to watch some YouTube. Learn how to do this on your own.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, I've learned so many tricks just to make it look like there's more than one camera. Pick up the meat to put it on the table to wrap, and then put it back on the grill and move the camera so you can pick up the meat again, put it back so you can see the other side of me setting it on the foil or whatever. Just stuff like that, just to make it look. Just to make it look like there's more than one camera.
Oh yeah, you can definitely do that. I don't do it often.
So I try to just to keep it look realistic. When you're a one-man show, it's tough to do all that. So.
And it's even tougher, like I have it was actually made for it's a tripod that I can extend up to 3.5 feet. It goes 42 inches. Well, I took some expanded metal and actually made it and adapted it to hold my iPad. Because it was supposed to hold a cell phone. I'm like, no, because I'm not filming with my cell phone. Because when you're going from Android to Apple, it's not like you can just airdrop it like you can Apple to Apple. I'm like, no, I'm not doing all that. So, yeah, everything's on there. So I made a holder to go on there to fit the iPad.
Okay.
And it's what it's sitting in right now, actually.
I quit using...
security alarm went off.
I got 2 chihuahuas that just went nuts. So
mine's over here.
I think my daughter just got home. So I quit using a traditional tripod with the great big legs. I bought some light stands that I bought for my outdoor lighting. If you see me cooking after dark, that's got the 2 shorter legs two shorter legs that come out, then a long. And I learned, especially cooking inside, that I can get up close and personal, and then aim down. So, oh, really?
Well, like this one, I can almost hit the camera horizontal.
Right.
Because
I want that, to be honest, for some of my stuff.
I tell you what, it's really easy. I mean, it's a thumb screw on the back, and I can rotate it. I'm not going to say 180, but a good 160 degrees.
There you go. Yeah.
So,
I'm yeah, that might be a move for me in the future. Where you get directly over your cook straight down.
I can get close. I can get real close.
Cool.
Without getting the leg in there.
I love that concept.
Because this tripod will go from 14 inches to 42 inches.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So,
Just going to a light stand. I put an adapter on there so I could put my camera mounts and everything on there.
right.
It allows me to get a little bit closer to the cook. I can turn it, come down. Now, when I hit record, I need to let it, like when I walk away, I hit record and I need to walk away because the camera's doing a little bit of this. I need to let it set for a minute before I actually start talking or whatever.
Right.
Just to let it.
I'll do that too. I'll walk by and when I'm filming, and then I'll throw my arm out there.
Yeah.
So the camera will focus. And then if you see me walk in, well, it's already on focus. Well, you just take this part out.
Yeah, I've learned that. I have trouble. I sometimes forget that too because I'll come in and the camera's trying to self-focus. And that's, yeah, if you see that, I forgot to do all that.
Me too.
Yeah, it happens. But yeah, the little tricks you learn. When you're a one-man show, you're doing what you can, man.
That's why we live in Iowa and Kentucky, and we're not living in Hollywood being movie producers.
That's right. Because I'm too damn cheap to hire somebody to do it.
And you know, a lot of people are like, I hate editing. Editing's not my funnest part, but editing's also, you know, you can go from sounding like a complete idiot to sounding like you know what you're talking about in a big hurry.
Yeah,
with a little bit of editing.
That's exactly. You're taking out your basically you're taking out your flaws. And if I say something stupid, and I do say stuff stupid, you
Guilty.
just say it again.
Guilty.
Yeah, you just say it again. And sometimes you realize it, and sometimes you don't. If I realize it, I'll just stop and say it again, and I'll take that bad part out.
Yep.
I say stupid. What's the term? I'm forgetting the term I use. Awesomeness. I've done awesomeness. Tendered up. You probably heard. Let me get this all tendered up or something like that. That's the big one. I said that by mistake, and someone made a joke about it, and that become a thing. I haven't done it in a while, but let me get this all tendered up. Well, I said that by mistake, and I wasn't really thinking about it, and then it become a thing for a while. And someone said tendered up, and I said, "Yeah, tendered up."
Yeah.
That become my thing for a while.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Rather than let me get this all tenderized, let me get this tendered up. And I think when I said it and I knew it was a mistake, I said that's a word in Kentucky. That's what I said. I said that's a word in Kentucky.
Yeah.
You know?
local vernacular. That's
Yeah.
You know, Michelle put in the, you know, people love bloopers, and you know, I used to cut all my bloopers. Well, one of these days, I'm just going to put out a full
Oh my God.
of bloopers. That's all I'm going to do. It's all going to be like, why did I say that? You know, and then go on to the next one. Just 10 minutes of me being pissed at myself for screwing up.
I could spend hours going through all the stuff that I've repeated.
And if I kept everything, you know, like the first video I ever did was I was just walking around. I had my open trailer outside with big smoker, affectionately known as the big old bitch on it, because she weighs over 600 pounds. Triple steel with the offset box and blah, blah, blah. And this is when I was getting ready to be a guest on the hot seat with Hobo Nickel Barbecue. And I was like, well, I better have video up.
I remember those. Yeah, I remember all those days. Yeah.
And showing my pits, never turned the damn microphone on the iPad. So I had to do it the same. It's like, well, there's the first one. Make sure your microphone's on, you know, dumbass. You know, if I would have kept everything from then forward, I could have put out a 20-minute video per year of bloopers.
We early on when I was doing drink videos, my stepson lived with me. Actually, where I'm sitting right now was his bed and his couch and his. He was an adult living with me, and I was pretty frustrated about it. But he was a gamer. He was on playing his games, competing with other people online, and I'm upstairs trying to make a video, and I could see eyesight with him, but from a distance upstairs, I can actually see where I was sitting right now. And I'm in the middle of this video, and I'm talking, mixing a drink. He goes, "You MFer, you this and you that," and I'm just in the middle of a video. Would you shut the? Obviously, that never made the video, but
no.
And I'm like, that type of stuff was going through me. I'm like, yeah, you don't want that in my video.
And it's no different. And I've quit worrying about it. You know, because cooking outside. Well, from the wall behind me, another 15 feet over is my property line. And my neighbor behind me and we get along great. Okay, especially right now. He's been in Florida since Christmas, so I haven't seen him since Christmas.
Nice, yeah.
So if I'm doing something outside, I don't have to worry about noise. But there'll be a time in the summer, because he works at the local country club, greenskeeper and stuff. He's retired. He does that just because he likes to golf anyway. And I'll be like, here comes the neighbor with the lawnmower. You know, part of outdoor cooking. What are you gonna do? I do it at the campground.
Part of it, yeah.
I got people driving by 50 feet away with their cars, trucks, campers, whatever. And I'll be sitting there cooking. They'll be, "Hey, what's on the grill?" I'm like, "Leave it in. It's part of everyday life. It's just the way it is." So, you know, you don't have to make them perfect.
I live literally around the corner from a fire station. And part of that is on purpose. I grew up in a fire department family, and I chose my house that I live in because literally there's a fire hydrant directly across the street.
The fan, they're going to be there quick.
Yeah, and there's a fire station. The fire department that I used to work for is like less than a quarter mile from my house.
Oh, yeah.
Now, me personally, when I listen back to my videos, I hear fire trucks all the time. You guys probably hear the sirens in the background. When I'm making the videos, half the time I don't even recognize that there's sirens around me.
It's no different than living next to a train track.
Exactly.
After so long, it's just regular background noise. You don't notice.
Yeah.
Now,
I grew up next to a railroad track. Yeah. You can do it. Bring it.
It's fighting me. I got a sneeze coming, but it won't. The other day, pulling up, the tracks here are about a good mile away.
Yeah.
And if the wind's just right, really hear it louder than ever at the house. And it's not something I'm used to anymore because I don't live by the tracks.
Right.
Like, God, I'm glad I'm not shooting a video now because it was loud enough with the wind out of the right direction. You wouldn't have heard shit. I mean, it was like that thing was across the street. And normally I don't get a lot of traffic noise or anything because on the other side of the street over here, Let's see. This coming year, it'll be a bean field.
Okay, yeah.
It was a cornfield, so I don't have to worry about the neighbors across the street.
Oh, we get sirens all the time. I don't get the railroad tracks so much anymore because but literally there was let's see, we lived on the inside corner of an intersection growing up, and there was a house across the street, but literally in the backyard of the house across the street was the railroad tracks. I grew up with that.
Oh yeah.
Couldn't tell you the last train that went by. It's part of it.
Yeah, it's normal background noise.
Yep. I grew up in a fire department family. My dad was a firefighter for 50 years. Until I personally joined the fire department, I would sleep right through the fire tones growing up. Dad would get up and make fire runs all night. When I joined the fire department, I still lived at home with my mom and dad. I started listening for it then it was different. Oh, yeah. And then I heard every one of them. Oh, yeah. But after that, once I moved out, I heard all of them. But living near a fire station, you could hear the sirens all the time. Someone said, "Wow, that's awful loud." I said, "What?"
Well, before Kathy and I got married, in the little town she lived in, she was literally from the fire station. You go to the corner to the west, and then she was the second house north.
Okay.
The road, she got so used to it, she never heard it anymore. Now she hears them all the time because it's not something we're used to anymore.
Yeah. Now my dad would, growing up, we lived. Let's see, my house, where my house was growing up, my dad's house. It went to a dead end. There was a railroad tracks. Across the railroad tracks, there was another road, and the fire station was real close. And I would ride up on my bicycle and just lean my bicycle up against the porch as a kid.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And my dad would come out on the fire run. Back then, we didn't have, back before pagers and radios and everything, everyone listened to the old, what's now civil defense signals. When growing up, you had a fire run, you just listened to the civil defense signals that went off when your district had a run. My dad would run out. If my bike was there, he would steal my bike, run, cross the railroad tracks, and ride my bike to the firehouse. And I would come out to get on my bike. It's gone. Someone stole my bike. My mom would be like, "No, your dad took your bike." And that's the way I grew up.
Oh yeah.
Without a bicycle, because my dad would steal my bike. If it was my brother's bike, it would be his bike he stole.
Oh yeah. However quick, it doesn't matter. Just the quicker you get there, the better.
So, all right, guys. Well, it's been 3 hours, and I'm empty.
Not quite. You got 7 minutes. It's 3 hours.
So I'm gonna cut this thing off. It's 10 o'clock at night. Have I been 3 hours on here before? I don't think I've been 3 hours on here before.
I'm pretty sure you and I spent about 2.5 together one night.
Yeah, maybe. We probably did. So
well, we are going to try and go live from Uncle Steve's place one night while we're in Houston. So,
okay.
Johnny Maggs will be there. Cooking with CJ will be there. Papa Texas will be there.
Oh, nice.
Tommy from the gallery backyard.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Going to be in Houston.
Is he going to be down there?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Cool.
James Pavia from, it used to be Imum and Claymum. It's Texas Made Smokers now.
Okay, yeah.
He will be there. Big Rome.
Good stuff.
The TBC guys. Let's see. Who else am I forgetting? There's going to be a lot of people there.
Good deal.
So keep your eyes peeled from that. I don't know whose channel will be on. It might be on Uncle Steve's YouTube channel. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye out for that. That'll be good.
It's gonna be a good time.
Should be real good. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here and I'm gonna wrap this thing up and go to bed soon. And if I'm not, I don't know what's gonna happen with my channel in the next couple of weeks because I'll be doing a lot of training and orientation and all that stuff. So if, I will be back soon. How about that? I'll just say I'll be back soon.
You got a couple videos in the hopper, don't you?
I do have a couple. I do if I can finish editing. That's the thing.
Well, then get off here and start editing.
Yeah. I have 2 videos out there. If I can finish them up, we'll see what happens. But I'm going to try to get a video next Saturday. But I'm going to be busy for the next couple of weeks getting settled into a new position.
I don't blame you.
So my main concentration is trying to make sure they know I'm a good employee. How about that?
There you go. So.
And I'll be back soon. If you see me next week, great. If not, I'll see you guys very soon. So, Ken, thank you for joining me.
All right,
John, if you're still out there, thank you for joining me. And guys, I'll see you very soon. All right. God bless you guys.
Take care of you.